Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. We are at episode number 80. This is the week after Train Fest. So I was in Milwaukee last week for Train Fest. And so, I mean, I had the castle set up there. I posted some pictures to Facebook. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. Michael Frederick did drive up from the Chicago area and set up his orc army, which was pretty sweet. So it was pretty cool. It definitely added to the castle. He did have a really neat thing he added. You know, obviously, it wasn't the first time the castle had been sieged by orcs. And so he actually had a message, I guess, kind of for me. Kind of humorous. He used, I guess it's a line from SpongeBob, and it's, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? And I mean, I almost need to go back and say, how many times will it take for the orcs to try to siege Hope Castle before they learn that they cannot overrun the defenses? So pretty sweet setup. I mean, he had a working trebuchet or trebuchets. I mean, he access to one of them. So pretty cool. It was a neat setup. There was a couple other layouts too that were pretty sweet. So, and obviously it was a train show, so it did have trains on both sides of the castle. There were two tracks on the inside and two tracks on the outside. So it did have trains on both sides, and we did have lots and lots of guys out there. So did have a fair amount of battle space. Now, obviously, all my shows are pretty much done for this year, so now it's concentrating on the Castle collab for Brickworld Chicago next year and prepping it for Brickworld Milwaukee in, I believe it's March. So those are the two shows. Probably be doing some organization, doing some selling of sets, and organizing of parts. I mean, tonight, actually, I was thinking of building some sets. And what's ironic is I actually did record a video, and it'll probably go up at the conclusion of this stream tonight. I recorded my seasonal set video. So my rants will cease after the video is posted, but it does kind of go through the history. So we're probably going to start with the very first, the first seasonal set that I'm aware of in terms of like the series type thing. So just like, the Winter Villages started at a certain point. I believe this is probably close to the first of the series of 6 that I'm aware of anyways. I mean, I guess there could be more, but I worked at Lego since 2009, and this is 2013. So this is when they started the seasonal sets. So obviously, as you'll see in my video, there's a spring, which is now the Valentine's Day set. And then we go to summer, which is the Sandcastle, which actually would have been the Easter set. So they actually moved it up a little bit. And then we go to Thanksgiving, which is still Thanksgiving. The fall set is now the Halloween set. The winter set is probably the snowman and whatnot. And then, of course, the Santa set is still Santa. So, and of course, the first wave were $8. This is a really sweet price, $198, and I'm guessing I might even got that, at a discount on that. So we're gonna start with the spring set tonight, and I did bring a couple of the other ones, because obviously it went to different sets afterwards. So I brought like the Easter, the Halloween, and I think the Valentine's set, which was the second wave of the minifigs in 17, or actually it would have been the third wave in 17. I only have 2 full sets of the second wave of minis, so I don't know if I'll be opening those or not. We'll try and muffle some of the sound here from dealing with this nice poly bag. And yes, Reed has opened a poly bag. So pretty cool. So we're going to build that. So obviously we've got some minifigs. We've got some limbs, of course. And these will obviously be the standard plastic ones because these are old enough to where it won't be the loop plant ones, and then of course we still have that one in the mold. So, hey, Dude Jude, welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's a nice instruction. It's a one sheeter on two sides, of course. So I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to start building this here. So, okay. Only obviously, so obviously it's one of those things where a lot of the stuff is being moved out of this basement over to my storage. I don't have much left. I get a couple boxes of sets. I got some stuff here, and I've got some pieces in the closet. And actually, now that I'm done with the kind of the shows for a while, actually I was pulling out some of my built sets yesterday. Some of my city sets were in one of the boxes and whatnot. That was fun. And I lost the piece, and it rolled, literally rolled away. There it is. Nice to have some lush carpet on the stem buried into the carpet. So spring sets. Obviously, looks like we're building a bench. A basic bench here. You know, we've got some nice cheese wedges. So it's kind of cool. There were some neat items at the Train Fest. We did have one person nearby that had a bunch of custom stuff that were pretty cool. He did do some nice configurations to the Disney Castle. Had some pretty neat trees too, some pretty tall ones that were pretty cool. And so there were a few layouts. I did run into, for those people in Colorado, I ran into the organizer of the Rocky Mountain Toy Train Show, the one there in Denver. John Gardberg was in Milwaukee for the Train Fest show. It sounds like he was checking with some people who maybe hadn't been to the Denver show in a while and maybe would like to come back. So that was kind of cool running into him. I took a picture. I think that I don't know if that made it out to social media other than in the Denlug pages, obviously. So that's always kind of cool. Just running into the small world that we live in. So, which is kind of cool. So, did like organizing that show. Maybe one of these years I'll maybe have to take something, maybe somehow get out to Colorado for a show. That'd be kind of a cool one to go back to for a little bit. I just have to find the time for that, just like anything else, and try to take something kind of small, you know. So this one's gonna be a pretty quick set. Doesn't look like there's a lot to it. Actually, oh yeah, there's a tree in the backside. So yep, so cool. It doesn't look like there's many people. Looks like Dude Jude's watching. I don't know where everybody else is. I know there is a football game that could, depending on if the team wins, could end up going to that next week. Should they do it? I can see. Well, you know, you shouldn't lose the other one. Let's see. So, I lost my train of thought. I was reading the chat and let's see here. I'm wondering if I think you might have you must have opened a different one. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. So let's see. I think that's the one it needs to go to. See if you just got it again. It sounds like you. It's possible you actually clicked on a different one, because I got an email saying, "Hey, you've got people waiting for you." So I'm hoping I sent the correct one. So take a look and see if that's in there now and if that's working. Oh, so we built a bench. And I had a train of thought and I lost it. I don't remember what I was talking about. Let me go grab something real quick here. I'll refresh myself. I'm trying to think what I was thinking about. Lost my train of thought. Lost my train of thought when I read the chat and I was talking about something.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. You must have clicked the wrong meeting.
Yeah, I guess I did, because it said like meeting does not start, and I was like, that can't be right. It's 7.
So yeah, so you might. I mean, it's possible you actually clicked maybe an old meeting or something. Possibly. Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe, yeah.
So I don't know. I had a train of thought I was talking about, and then I lost it. I don't remember what it was.
Let's see here.
It happens. So yeah, I don't know. It happens. My brain sometimes doesn't work very well. I don't know. So just kind of being a bum tonight. I do need to get some oh wow. Oh, I remember what I was saying. Oh wow. Wow, actually, Kevin's actually at the actual Friday night lights. He's actually at a football game. Well, now technically, I could end up going to a game next week should my alma mater from high school, which is the first public school team in 35 years to make it to the state semifinals. Last time it was actually my high school. Madison Memorial made it in '84 when I was a sophomore in high school. So if they should somehow get past Muskego, I might go to a football game next week. So we'll see. It won't be the first one. I went and watched my nephew play that one Friday too. Oh, Brian, welcome. Maybe. You might be frozen, Brian. That or you are a very good statue, one of the two. I think he is frozen.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's moving. Oh.
I don't know.
You there?
Yeah. Maybe stop your video and then restart it. Maybe the video. Oh, there you are. Oh.
I just hadn't brought it up yet.
Hi, Brian.
How are we all doing, guys?
You were practicing the statue look?
I'm chilling. My computer is in a backpack, so there's no sitting at my desk tonight. I've got an FLL tournament tomorrow, so everything's packed up and ready for that. But I'm finally at home on a Friday night. I haven't been home in like months.
Wow. And then Kevin's at a football game. His son's Cub Scout pack is learning about sports, I guess. So.
Well, that's where I'd like to be tonight. That's where I was a couple weeks ago. My high school team in the state playoffs. They're still playing in the state playoffs.
Yeah, mine is too.
It's also 100 miles away tonight. And since I got to get up early in the morning, that would suck.
Yeah. Actually, that's what they were talking about on the news tonight. The one I went to when I was in high school is the first public school in Madison, in the Wisconsin area, to be back at the playoffs in 35 years. So wow. I guess we'll see. We'll see if they can do something. So cool.
Yeah,
I saw your
What's going
farm.
on?
I saw your farm at the one show. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Saw a
Yeah,
picture of that,
I
think,
wanted to get on.
Facebook.
I wanted to get on the week before I packed that up. I still had quite a bit of it out in the basement, but I just ended up out and not home, so it didn't happen.
I was gonna say, now, did you grow up on a farm or anything? Because it's kind of an interesting thing to build. Just curious.
I did not. So the farm originated as a project for the Indiana State Fair about 4.5 years ago.
Ah.
And after 4 years, then I took possession of the farm back from the State Fair. So it's actually been in the Indiana State Fair for 4 years, and we've had it at Brickworld Indy for 4 years. But when we did it for them, it was done so they could store it. So it was actually very flat. And now that I've gotten possession of it and it's going to be mine, I completely rebuilt the thing. I mean, and it had been sitting at the fairgrounds for 4 years. And I literally hosed it off with a garden hose before I brought it into the house because it was that gross. So,
Wow.
So the corn stalks and everything now is the most elevation it's had in the 4 years.
right. Yeah. It was all basically in 30-inch by 30-inch plates, just attached to wood. And so it was very, very flat. But now it's got 5 bricks of elevation, so it's got a pond and it's got some contour to the grass and the land around the house, and the road elevation in the front with the stream in front of it, and so on. But I put it up in Fort Wayne. It's still, like any good creation, it's still not done. I had it up there, and I have a list of about 20 things I want to do to it. Some minor, some pretty significant. Like one of the notices I took up there is, oh, hey, I forgot to put a mailbox out for the damn place. So, but lots to do, and I'll keep working on it. So it'll be in Chicago next year. It'll be my big display in Chicago.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. That's the thing. I'm trying to debate what to do with the castle. Obviously with the collab for next year, I'm thinking it might have a natural disaster kind of hit it a little bit of sorts, possibly.
Reed, I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Do you think my Frozone army should team up with your Ice Bears?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Because they're both ice-based people.
We'll see. Anything's possible, but I think it's possible due to the theme and everything next year. It's possible that a natural disaster might have to hit the castle to inspire the bears to move elsewhere. Perhaps we'll see.
Yeah. Well, Frozone could create ice. What am I trying to say? Ice bridges.
Yeah, we'll see. I think I've got a different idea for that. So
yeah, if you need a quick getaway, just call it Frozone.
Yeah.
He'll give you.
Was that Brian? Did you say something?
I said the theme is bridges. I'm not exactly sure how that the destroying armies goes with bridges.
That's because my theme. I don't want to disclose my theme because someone will steal it. So it's something we've been working on. People have been kind of liking the idea. So I've got about, I think, 2 or 3 people on board, possibly 4. We'll see. So we are working on that. So yeah, I mean, that's the goal. Do a castle collab. I got to figure how big I can do it. But I mean, the castle might be a lot smaller because it might, with that natural disaster, it might take apart a good percentage of the castle. So we'll see.
I take it no one's looking at the video screen very, very closely, are they?
I am looking at it right now.
Is that your Lego builder or Lego eater?
She might have actually eaten her first piece of Lego this evening. That wouldn't be good.
Is that her name? Is her name Zoe or whatever?
Zoe, yeah.
Zoe, what's Zoe doing?
Zoe is a tired puppy. She's been up all day. We kept her awake so that she'll sleep well tomorrow while we're gone at the FLL tournament. So she's kind of passing out on my footstool.
I was gonna say she almost looked like She almost looked like she was giving you the sad look, like she maybe thought she maybe did something. So, you know, you never know.
No, she's just tired. She's a good dog.
That's good. That's good.
Where did I put that piece?
So what's new?
Nothing. We had Train Fest in Milwaukee last week. That's where I was at the castle.
Saw that.
I had work
Saw
last
that.
week, so I couldn't go.
And Michael Frederick drove up from the Chicago area and brought his orc army. to
Okay, I
Lacey.
saw you post about that.
Yeah, so he drove up, which was good. That kind of helped out. So,
You're going to the restroom. I'll be right back.
so it was good. It was good. It was a good
Everything
show.
comes out all right.
Huh?
Said I hope everything comes out all right.
So, yeah, so that's what I did last week, and I tried doing a Friday Night Bricks late. That was probably one of the shorter streams. I think it went a whole whopping like 15, 20 minutes before I was like.
Yeah, by the time you sent the notice, I was in bed.
I think everybody was in bed by the time I sent it. So, but yeah, and then I shot a video today this afternoon about the seasonal sets. So I'll probably post that later tonight, maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just kind of looking to do the next thing. I'm still trying to get organized over in storage and trying to. I got a couple people that were looking at my Craigslist ad, and obviously I think it's people who are probably wanting to do the same thing I've been doing. Kind of hold on, sit on them or whatever. But I think they all want the killer deal, and the problem is if I sell them to get rid of them this time, I want to at least make some money on them. So we'll see.
Yeah, I just been cleaning. We started back in the closet with all the random stuff left over from Brickworld. Reorganized all of it, moved out anything that wasn't going to stay in the closet. Got all that stuff back out into my build area, and I've been sorting and putting away. I want to get that finished up next week, so I actually have a cleaned up basement, and I can start on a new build then for the first time in a while at a clean space instead of starting in a messed up space.
Yeah, that's kind of what I need to do too. So that's why I was kind of pulling out my, I guess my built sets. I have some boxes that, when I move stuff, they're the built sets. So I need to go through those and see what I got. So.
All right. Yeah. Elzer's coming up, Thanksgiving week, and we're going to start working on the golf hole that we're going to build. So
golf hole.
We are building the 16th or it's 17th, sorry, the Island Green at TPC Sawgrass in Florida.
Cool.
Minifig scale. So it's going to be 12 feet long and 5 feet wide with all the stands and everything else around it like it's set up for the tournament.
Wow, that's a pretty ambitious.
Our hope is that it'll come out cool enough that they'll say, "Hey, can you bring that to the tournament?"
Yeah, that's always good. It's always good to get something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian's been emailing with the Club Pro down there, so we got some visibility at least. See how far that carries us. But he wanted to do a build. He's never done one, and that's what he wanted to do. So I said, "All right, I can make that happen with you."
I'm sure you got enough green plates. I'm sure laying around somewhere, right?
Well, after tearing the Princess Bride apart. That's actually, the Princess Bride actually delayed this. We were going to do it last year, but I was like, yeah, I need all my green to do the Princess Bride display, so sorry. The hole's got to wait.
Did that? The Princess Bride thing?
Yeah, I did the mountain, the whole mountain, and everything down to the fire swamp.
Because I was looking through my footage on my phone that I took of Brickworld, and I videoed like the underground thing, how it moved.
Oh, that was the underground thing was Connor Lill.
I videoed like walking around that entire thing. That thing was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a virtual lug display. So there were probably 10, 12 people involved in it, but I think I by far had the largest chunk because I did the whole mountain. So I had about 40,000 pieces out on the table.
Yeah, that's a lot of pieces.
It was a lot of pieces, a lot of building for a one-time display, and then literally threw it in the box and brought it home and tore it down. Took
mean,
me
that's
about
how-
45 hours to tear it all apart and sort it and put it all away. It's crazy.
That's how most of them are, aren't they? Most builds. I mean, most of them aren't like what I have, where I just kind of change it and keep it going. I mean, it's most builds are like a 1 year thing. And build it, tear it apart.
Well, I try to keep mine around and go to 4 or 5 shows with it at least, and as opposed to one show.
My chocolate room is still intact. It's been intact for like 3 years. I
Which
think.
one?
The chocolate room.
Oh yeah.
The thing that
Well,
took-
but I mean, most massive mocks where they're using where you're using a lot of your collection. Most people don't generally. Most they build
Yeah,
it.
M-Tron is the only thing that's the big exception to that for me. All right, M-Tron is probably 15 or 20 totes of stuff, and it stays together, and it all comes out once or twice a year.
M-Tron's a Lego theme, or is that like a mock of some
It was
kind?
a Lego theme in the 90s, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a space mining colony.
Okay, that's cool.
So we've had it in Chicago before. We had it set up under the tents the last time we had it there with a lot of black light on it.
Yeah.
It would have
Okay.
been 3 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that.
I looked at a lot of things at Brick World.
Too many things at Brickworld. There's the
Exactly.
summer. That's the whopping little sandcastle set. That's like that was a small set for seasonal.
Which-
kind of crazy.
Oh, that's the sandcastle thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The little seasonal sandcastle set. Yeah.
Which year did that come out in?
This was the first year of the seasonal stuff. It was of the seasonal line where they did one for each season, 6 seasons. 2013.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of stuff, I went to the Woodfield Lego store the other day. Oh
Yeah.
like a few days ago. I bought Cloud City.
Yeah. It's a little out of my price range right now.
Well, yeah, and then I go home and then I check Amazon. Always check Amazon now before I went to the Lego store. And now there's Amazon selling it for $264. I'm like, yay!
Well, the thing is, if you're buying it at the Lego store, hopefully you're getting the gift with purchase, the VIP points, and all that. I mean,
did get 2 reindeer poly bags, so I guess that's a bonus.
well, I mean, I think the
Yeah,
tree.
the VIP points that are worth less than they used to be now.
Well,
Yeah, I've
yeah,
heard
because you
something
got. I
about
mean,
that.
I went to AFL Day and I even forgot to have my, because I probably have stuff on my card. Yeah, it's harder to do than it used to be. That's the problem. But then again,
Well, that's not. I mean, no, it's worth less too. It used to be, you get $5 off for 500 points. Now it's 650 points for $5 off.
Huh.
So they've increased the number of points you need to get your discounts. But you can do it, Reed. If you got a smartphone, you can do it right there at the cash register.
Yeah. That's okay. It's not like it's life or death. I mean, it's Lego. I don't really spend much in the stores. I bought, I think, BAM.
Oh, I got a pick a brick cup too. And
Yeah, that's what I bought. I
Spider-Man
bought.
Battle Pack, and then Reed, remember it was a long time ago, but you said that there was bread. Well, I stocked up on bread.
Yeah, well.
I took like 3 handfuls of bread.
Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
5. I can't remember, but I took half their bread.
There really wasn't much for Pick-a-Bricks. I didn't get Pick-a-Brick. I've got BAM. So I did some BAM pieces. They brought out some. It was kind of funny because I asked them about a piece, and they said, "Oh yeah," and they brought the accessory bin out or whatever, and so I was like, "Oh, it's kind of funny because you ask for something, somebody brings something out, and then other people go, "Oh, what's that? How'd you get that?" I go, "I asked for it."
Yeah, I'd ask for a better box for Cloud City because all the boxes were dented.
Well, yeah, but usually sometimes you get a discount for those. So it's not a bad thing.
Well, I collect the boxes of all my Lego stuff.
That'll last a few years. That'll end. I have
Yeah,
some. I don't have very many.
Thrown away
I've
like a lot of the
liquidated them.
Dimensions boxes. What were you saying, Reed?
The sets just, I mean, the boxes, I mean, there's so many. It's one of those things, they take up so much space. So, I mean, I have some, but I don't have very many.
I think that because what if someday is it how am I trying to say this? Do you get could you sell like to look at Lego? Could you sell a set for more money on eBay with the box?
Yeah, but I mean, unless it's sealed, I mean, it's gonna be a marginal type thing. Because I mean, I'm doing that right now, and we'll see. Because I got a guy looking at, because I got two ads on Craigslist.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, everybody always goes, well, what's the best you can do? So it's obviously one of those things where, I mean, my stuff is priced for like close to Bricklink, and so it's one of those things where I laugh because it's one of those things where to make money and to get my benefit out of it, the prices are pretty much close to the best, and they're sealed in the box. So if you're looking at stuff that's open and stuff like that, then it's kind of things where for me it's like, well, I mean, that's, there's got to be a variant for each thing. So I don't know. It just depends. But I mean, you can save them. It's just they take up a lot of space. So some people save them.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have some boxes for some of the sets I really enjoyed, but when I moved, I got rid of a lot of them. Because I had I even got rid of and what's ironic is I'm selling my Eiffel Tower, and I had the faux box that you worked with the digital box, and actually I threw that away when I left Denver, and I also threw away the Death Star box that was like that too. But I think the sad thing is I think one of the Death Star boxes I threw away, I think I threw away a set of instructions with it too, which kind of stinks, but oh well.
Yikes. That's why you always empty the boxes.
Well, I mean, I had so much and I was packing so fast, it just really, I didn't have that option. So, but I mean, I saved lots of stuff. I got stuff probably I technically probably shouldn't have, but oh well. So, Brian, did you see that Kim is no longer with Lego either?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody was no longer with. I heard somebody on YouTube say something about.
Yeah, he's one of the community. He was one of the community managers in Europe for a while. Okay. He actually was there for 7 years, so he was there about as long as I was, but started obviously after I did. But yeah.
Yeah, I saw you commented on his post that said he screwed up, so I don't know what that meant, but
well,
that's too bad.
I mean, my guess is he probably didn't really screw up, but I'm guessing it's something that, I mean, it's probably something in the same lines of what happened to Kevin. Would be if I had to place my money and read between the lines, I'd say it's the same kind of thing that happened to Kevin. So I mean, it's just knowing.
I'm not gonna speculate.
Well, I mean, I would speculate something around that area would be kind of what I would speculate, but that's just me. Just from what I know and all the years that I spent with the company and all that stuff, that's kind of the area that's got the most gray area and anything within the whole company. That would be my guess. So just
all right.
So, but yeah, it's kind of sad to see, but yeah, it happens. Now he's one of us.
Move on for whatever reason. It is what it is. It's like I'm no longer in charge of Brick World. It happens.
I know. Well, I mean, some of us I kind of really liked what I did. It kind of sucks, but hey.
Yeah.
Where do those
go? Right, guys. Well, I'm going to take off. I'm going to chill out and enjoy my evening, what's left of my evening before I fall asleep, because I got to get up really early. So.
Well, you have fun tomorrow.
Well, yep. Thank you. We will catch you guys here again sometime.
Yep. So I'll catch you later.
All right.
Adios.
Brian.
Adios.
Bye.
So here we go. So it looks like this set's got lots of little leaves, lots of little like teeth type things in different colors for leaves. So the fall set actually is pretty good. It has 3 figs.
Which one's that one?
This one's the fall set. This is the one that I thought I had actually at one point set one of my parents to get in Milwaukee when I was still living in Colorado, and ended up getting more of one of the winter sets. So I mean, this one I had to hunt down. This was the fall set. This one I had to hunt down, and I bought
I
it.
remember that one.
So there's been a couple fall sets, but this is the first one from 13. So, but I had to hunt it down because I was trying to collect 5 or 6 of each, and somehow I missed this one. Somehow I didn't get enough. So I thought I had sent my dad to get those at Milwaukee, and I think he either got 5 more of this one or 5 of this one or 5 of both or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I somehow must have had the wrong set number or something. So early on, I made mistakes.
Yeah. Well, I reorganized my I can show you here. I reorganized my Batman area, so now I just made it one big area.
There you go.
I think this looks better.
Huh?
And I got the Arkham up there. I put the police car next to it because I think that would look cool. And then I have this thing that like lights up the bat symbol. I can turn my light off so you can see it better. But it's like, I don't know how well my camera's gonna pick this up, but it's got like yellow light almost.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I just keep it up by the cars because I just think that looks cool.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
anyway,
cool.
yeah. Let's see here. Oh, my light. Oh, I turned them off. Okay. There we go. All right. But then I was trying to build something out of Clayface, so I got to fix Clayface at
Yeah.
some point. I might do that tonight. I don't know. I got to fix my Imperial shuttle that I had to accidentally knock off the thing when I was playing Battlefront, so I accidentally knocked it off and it went boom. So I'm like, oh geez. Oh yeah, and this is where Cloud City fits.
Oh yeah. There you go.
It
Looks like
doesn't.
it doesn't fit very well. Looks like it's sticking over the edge a little bit.
It is, yeah. Whenever I try to get in my video games, it will drape. It will not drape over, but like you can't see all the games, which I'm like, oh, that kind of stinks. But it is what it is. At least it fits somewhere. Sort of.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Well,
what I.
everything's got to have a spot somewhere. I mean, it's a matter of just like me. When I get everything set up in storage, I need to find a spot for all my built sets too, which is going to be, unless I tear them all apart. I mean, some of them are like city vehicles and stuff, which I like to have. So those I'll probably keep together, but some of the other stuff I might take apart. Because I found a lot of stuff. I found like the old Coast Guard platform, and found the what else? Found like my Lego truck. I found the old garage that was out years ago. So I found a bunch of sets. So
Yeah, this is from one of the new Toy Story sets. I just took it apart, but this is what's left of the Octopus.
oh yeah, that's from one of the like amusement ones or whatever. Yeah, pretty cool.
Because I don't use those sets anyway. I'm like, they're cool. I bought them because I was excited for the movie. The movie turned out not to be that good. So I'm like, oh, I bought all these sets. I got good parts out of them though.
There you go. I mean, that's kind of why some people. That's why I used to buy the stuff I did was I bought it for the parts. That's why when these people are, maybe curious about why I'm selling my sets, this as well. I bought them for the pieces or the figs, and then with the way that, Bricklink and everything has expanded so much over the years that I don't really need to, keep those for that reason anymore. So
Yeah. You ever heard of Rebrickable? That site?
I think I have.
Yeah, that's where you can put all the Lego sets you have. You can go by theme, and you go, okay, I have all of these and all of these and all of these, and it will count out how many I think
Uh-huh.
you have, out of all those sets combined, which I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That's funny. This doesn't sit. The turkey won't sit on the plate. It won't
Hmm.
lock on the plate. So it's just going to sit there, but it won't lock on it.
Yeah, that turkey, it's like it's a weird piece. Let me see. Do you get a turkey in the Harry Potter at me?
So it sits on the plate, but it doesn't really,
Yes.
or it sits on the platter, but it won't sit other than just loosely on there, which is kind of bogus.
I'm excited to open this thing because you get a turkey in it. So then I'm gonna have more food.
Well, the turkeys were they in the? I thought they were in the extra food kit, weren't they?
I think they were. That's how I got this. I have a couple turkeys. I have a turkey with no legs. So this is after Thanksgiving. I'm just guessing.
I believe it was part of the extra. I think that's why I kind of bought them, was for the, if nothing else, for the.
Ooh, now I got a cool idea.
Here, let's see here. Here's a picture. Let's see here. We're gonna pull it up real quick. Yeah, it came with a turkey, a couple crescent rolls. I mean, I think I bought more for the turkey because the carrots ended up showing up up in the pick-a-brick area, and they were there. The carrots were on the pick-a-brick wall when I was there, but I already have so much of those. I didn't really think I needed any more of those.
Yeah, I have some pieces of bread. Now I have I didn't have the other color, like the darker color. Now I have the lighter color. So I like having the lighter color.
Yeah.
Because I think when I was there's this guy, Nitro99. You ever heard of him from YouTube?
No.
Well, he would do all the city advent calendars, go day by day, and then he'd call this, it's a baguette. It's a French baguette. That's what he called it or whatever. But
Yeah.
I thought his videos were awesome. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, now I just got a cool idea. I could make Subway. Subway or Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's with these bread pieces.
You'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, I just like to put ideas in my head. Now when I go back and watch these, because I sometimes go back and watch the streams just in case I have an idea, then I'm gonna remind myself of that idea. Because then I'm gonna be like, oh, let's put them in groups of 10.
Oh, look at that. Oh, this is where the the brown cat without any eyes came from, I think. Is that the brown cat?
Oh yeah.
Or does the cat have eyes? I can't tell. I can't see very well. Let's see here.
5, 6.
Yeah, so this doesn't have any of the eyes, and so that was about the time I ordered a couple hundred of the brown cats. Even the white one didn't have any eyes on that early one. So
Oh yeah.
I could have a white chocolate, and a brown chocolate cat. Edible. There you go.
I don't think I have any brown cats.
Those are the ones I have a bunch of. So I have a bunch of those guys. So
Yeah, I only have a few cats in general. I have few cats. I don't have many though. I got a lot of plant pieces.
well, the orange cat, the tall one that was from like I think we saw it. You saw it in the Lego movie with all the cats.
It's a Lego movie.
That one I have a bunch of. So
It came in the Batman 1966 Batman set. I know that.
So there we go. There's the feast set here. So it's just a table, a turkey.
They had these in the pick-a-brick wall. So I grabbed a couple of them, the push broom.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I could always use them.
I wish they had like pitchforks or something, so I can, weapons to weaponize my army.
Yeah, you can weaponize them with brooms and baguettes.
Well, I got the ice saws. I gotta use them. Actually, after Train Fest, I dumped all my guys into one box without being in bags, so I get to sort all those.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sorting out my pick-a-brick. So I'm putting them in one pile. Let me see if I can show this here. Hold on. Let's see.
All my ice bears didn't even make it out on the show. I'm gonna build the cap.
Oh, I remember that thing. That thing was cool. I never got it though. So
they had it. I think Toys R Us had it after the fact.
Yeah. So I've got my baguettes, which I'm sorting, and then I have my push brooms, which I have one of, and then I have my brick in the back. It's like any brick. I got a bunch of chairs, which I'm glad because I was really running low on chairs. I was like,
Yeah.
chairs. I don't care. I like brown chairs.
Oh yeah, the chairs. I mean, the chairs. I think I ended up with a lot of them over the years, just because in the early days of the grab bags, I mean, chairs ended up in there a lot. I have a lot of different colors of chairs, but brown's a good chair. I actually used the chairs for paddles on my first boat I ever made for like Brick World. I actually used them for the paddles. It was kind of funny. Quite humorous.
6.
So, but yeah, that was kind of interesting. Did you even look at your Ice Bears since Train Fest? I mean, I kind of looked at them. They're in a box. Is there something I'm supposed to be looking at? I did find some of your ammunition, Mike, which I'll have to return at the next show. Found at least one piece of ammunition, but as for just looking and studying the Ice Bears, no, I didn't really do a lot of that. So if something was supposed to be amiss, you'll have to let me know. Snow day, actually, I looked in the box. Ironically, I looked at the box when I was leaving to come home, and I just kind of looked and like, oh yeah, I'll have to do this, because I was looking for things to do for the stream, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do that here, so it'll get done eventually. It's not like it's any kind of a hurry. Obviously, I'll need some of them. I might not even need all of them, but I need some of them for obviously Brick World, which reminds me I need to talk to Jordan, see if he's still up for that, idea, and then we'll see. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't really need to look at them. There's, freaking got so many of those dang things. Not like they need constant attention like Chester here, freaking staring down at me, giving me the dirty look. Probably because he got left behind. Actually, that's kind of funny, as my mom kind of jokes. She's like, where did I just find him the other day? Oh, probably sitting somewhere on the couch. I forgot to take him with me. Got left behind. Didn't make the big trek to Train Fest. Breakdown. I finished before Sal and Tim got done. I helped carry some stuff out for Lee. But yeah, I mean, everybody was getting, it wasn't too bad. I mean, Teardown, it was never too bad. Actually, it was kind of ironic, because I actually thought I actually had done a better packing job, and then realized there were a couple things I forgot to put in boxes. But in the end, it actually went pretty good. So yeah, definitely longer, or definitely shorter than set up, but that's kind of how it goes, Because I know, Mike, I know your setup was about 3 hours. Mine was about 10 to 12 hours. So, I'd like to, obviously for Brick World this next year, it'd be nice to have something where it's not quite as a big setup, but it's fun and we get to converse. So we'll see. Started drawing out the layout last night at bowling. So we'll go from there, but I'm hoping it's still a go for this next year. So definitely, it sounds like you're in. Actually, one of the guys in Colorado was thinking about maybe he wanted to maybe think about doing it too. So we'll have to kind of see. Oh, does that one not have any slopes? Must not have any slopes. So
1, 2.
Teardown is always luckily quicker than setup. That's the nice thing. But I take it you hopefully got back in time for your meal and everything. I'm hoping that's at least the way it went. So hopefully.
Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I have 89 pieces of bread.
That might be. You might have too much bread.
I don't think any bread is too much bread, though.
Well,
And
that's true. That's true. You just gotta actually, and that, or you gotta find a good use for it that's other than what you maybe would think it would be. So that's kind of the key is you can
yeah.
right on time. That's good, Mike. That's good. I like when things happen the right way. So
Ooh, this would be a good place when I turn 18 to make my Bricklink store in these. But I'm not gonna sell my bread though. My bread is I just got it. I'm not gonna sell the bread that I just got. I know that's how some people make their money. They just go to the Lego store, they get like a $12 cup, and then they get the parts, and then that's how they make their
well, I
money.
mean, but just like anything else, it's one of those things where it's going to be.
One bag of bread.
Well, no, I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, it just depends on what your pricing is and, everything else. Because, I mean, there's a lot of people that do it. I mean, there's just tons and tons of people that do it. So it's a matter of just finding something that makes you money. I mean, the goal is, obviously the goal is to do it as a way to kind of pay for your hobby. I mean, that's how most people do it.
Yeah.
Because, generally, in order to really make a fair amount of money on it, you're going to have inventories in the millions of pieces to really be, one of those people that's going to, make it real well, I guess, so that's kind of the kicker is it's one of those things where, I've had one too. It's a niche. I mean, you got to have the right stuff for when people are looking for it. So,
Yeah.
but I got a store. My store's not open. Brick Hive, welcome. My store's kind of closed right now. I might get some of the poly bags out here pretty soon. Obviously, I need to respond to a couple of guys that are looking at my Craigslist stuff. That'll obviously be a little bit less than I have to sell in the Bricklink store, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things where, it's all about inventory too. So it's maintaining it and everything else. Bricklink stores are cool. One of those things where,
When in
huh?
March, probably I'm gonna
Huh?
try make one.
What?
I'm gonna probably make a Bricklink store.
No,
Right.
I've had one. I've had one for a while. Actually, let's
Yeah.
see. Here, I can see when I started mine. Let's see here. And then of course I typed the wrong.
There. One last piece in the bag. All right, so 89 pieces of bread can fit in 3 minifigure bags. That's pretty good. I gotta say, that's pretty good. For all these can fit in 3 bags. That's pretty good.
I've been a member of Bricklink since right after Christmas in 2008.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got a lot of these plant pieces because I figured I'd update the chocolate room with them. I'm like, they're big, vibrant colors like purples and blues, and I'm like, I'll take them. I'll use them in the chocolate room. Update that a little bit, give it some more color. It's got a lot of greenery. I just need more like.
Because basically, I even actually I used my Bricklink even just for inventory, even before I really even when I wasn't selling, I was using it for an inventory purposes because I got parts in there. The parts. I've got. I've got parts pretty much in a lot of the different divisions, and so some of it's going to be for the castle, and others is other stuff.
Yeah.
Energy effect. That must be. Oh, that's fire. Well, I have a lot more than 153 of those. I'll tell you that. But it's one of those things where I started doing stuff. It needs to be updated, and then the nice thing is I don't know if when I first started if they had the different rooms. But now they have the different like back rooms. You got A, B, and C, so you can kind of that way you can kind of order your stuff a little bit. So,
Yeah. Oh, I brick fits back in there. That's probably. Ooh, I gotta go get the city calendar now. probably out of the backlog. Fish it out of here.
Let's see, versus a tree.
Otter. Oh, that's city. Okay. What is the city? Yeah, the city one comes with a. What kind of food does this one come with? Let's see.
So what's everybody in the chat working on tonight? Anybody working on anything exciting? Building, sorting?
Looks like the city calendar comes with a piece of chicken. Right there. Out of 234 pieces, you get a piece of chicken.
Well, you'll have to deal with that, I guess.
I liked the figures out of here for some reason. I was like, these figures look good for customs, for custom figures.
Yeah.
Because I have the Santa, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to buy the $40 people pack. So I liked that this came with the spinny thing. I'm pretty sure you get an extra one of those, I'm sure. But like, you never know. But I put all my minifigure bags, I sorted them all in this big Ziploc. And I wrote minifigure bags on it. So if I ever have any figure bags to trade.
So Brick Hive, which sandcrawler are you building? Because obviously there's a few of them out there. There's I think the first one that I think I have. There's the second one. There's the second one that came out a couple years ago, and then there's the current one that's out right now, which is the one that's
not doing so.
My book kind of lame, but you know.
Yeah, it's really small. I heard, and it doesn't come with Uncle Owen like the first one did.
I need to kind of. The Bricks and Minifig store had they have the current one, or they have the one before the current one, and I probably should figure out how to almost trade to get it or something, because I kind of like that one too. Now the funny thing is I have a set of instructions, so I guess I really don't need to get it. I just need to see if I've got the parts to build it, and that's why I kind of need to get everything organized in the collection. So
yeah, I traded him in like almost all my Ninjago collection, and I traded him like heads and like a torso and like a bunch of like Sensei Wu and Lloyd, Garmadon, just because I'm tired of them sitting in my closet, and he gave me $40 in-store credit.
There you go.
So
they'll be watching the show tomorrow. They watch the show on Saturday when they're doing stuff. So no audio though, but just they'll watch it a little bit. So
2001, which I never had the Imperial shuttle.
That's it. The current one, the budget one. Yeah, that'd be what I would say. Budget, I guess sounds about the right kind of terminology. So, but is there two of those? That's interesting. It shows two packages, yet it doesn't say to build two, which is kind of funny. Maybe there's a good, so look at this tree. Everybody, look at this tree right here. You notice there's two red and white packages. Yeah, if you go over here to the instructions. Now, is there a 2X anywhere on this little page here where the red and white is? I don't see one. Small mistake, but that's okay.
It's very strange.
Lloyd.
That's right, and it's Lloyd. Yeah, I only watched that movie.
So there's the tree with the ladder and a couple presents, a couple people. You can lock him in the ladder. I think we can lock his legs in there.
Are the guards in there okay? Yeah, they're okay.
So he should be able to sit in there, but both legs won't fit in there. So something.
Whoops.
Oh well. So that's another set done. And some more extra pieces, an extra wand, I guess.
You can use that as a minifigure accessory.
I got lots of extra wands. They were in one of the game sets, but I didn't actually use it. I don't know if I've opened the game box. I think I saw it when I built it for the store. Okay, so now we're building the last set of this series. This is the Santa sleigh with reindeer.
Which is that? Which one's that one? Is that with the minifigures or?
Yeah, this one here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember the now dead channel the Brick Show reviewed that set.
Yeah, actually, I'll be posting my video. Actually, I moved it to this. I forgot I put it on the laptop. I moved it to my little hard drive here that I need to then move it to this machine and prep it for editing and get it ready to put it out on the channel. So it's the that'll be something I'll probably put on later at some point.
Let's see.
When I break from this, so Mike is at work, which is entertaining. That's cool. So he's probably hopefully he's got his headset on. He's not boring the rest of his coworkers with this Friday Night Bricks, which there's only 2 of us on here tonight. We're missing Doc. Doc Sampson would be a great person to have on tonight. I'm not sure where Doc's at, but
Is that the guy that had the Muppet thing?
he's the Muppet. Yeah, he's a Muppet. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that. I was rewatching a little bit of it the other day, and I was like, why is there a Muppet with Reed?
He was the only person that was on the one last week too. The one that I had for 15 minutes at Trainfest. He was on that one too. So.
Oh wow! I'm trying to find instructions to rebuild this darn thing.
Because I did find. I mean, I was finding some other sets and stuff when I was kind of digging the other day too. Found my winter. Was it the Winter Carnival from the Winter series, the Winter Villages? So I had that. I built that one. That was kind of cool. Or actually, I didn't build it. I was fixing it. No, they're playing Nintendo right now. That sounds fun. Probably not as much fun as you're having listening to this. And I'm sure Kevin, if he's not watching, I'm sure is having fun at his football game he's at watching. So. I guess I should probably, if there'd be highlights anywhere, I should probably look and see.
Wow. Okay. This is where the part I was at. Let's see.
See if there's any kind of.
This back together.
No, it's. Oh man, Muskogeo's up over Memorial 21-7 right now. After is it at half? Must be at half. What the heck is that? We'll close that. I don't know. That was some kind of commercial. Frickin' I went to the Max Preps site and I was looking at the score and that just kind of popped on. I was looking to see if I could like check the video.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Well, that kind of hurts. Hopefully Memorial will have a better second half. I mean, they're down by 14, but maybe they're like the Badgers and they have good second half. So we'll see. So let's see. We're gonna build this. We're having fun.
Yo. Oh, it's probably.
I feel sorry for Kevin. Hopefully he's having more fun at his game. I'm guessing he probably wasn't. I'm guessing he probably didn't take a pair of headsets to kind of throw in his ear to listen to this while he was there. But he'll have to remember that next
He
time.
might be on.
Huh?
He might be on. You never know.
He could be listening. I doubt. Well, he could be. I don't know. So let's see. We're gonna build the sleigh. A lot of these sets too have a lot more pieces than I think some of the newer ones do. That makes sense. I mean, it's kind of funny too, as I do have to laugh though. It's, you know, I really liked buying these things, especially the minifig ones, but don't think I'll be buying those anytime. I don't think we'll see that in any time in our future again. But
Do you buy the advent calendars at all, or do you not?
Nope, I don't buy hardly. Oh no, I mean I used to buy them. I used to look at them when they went on sale for some of them. I used to buy them kind of for the whoever the Santa fig was, like the one year I think Yoda was the fig.
Yeah, 2012, I want to say.
And then so I mean I looked at them a little bit, but I mean I really wasn't a big person into the. I just didn't really buy the advent calendars. I didn't really need them. So I mean, I got some of the cool ones. I think I have the Castle one, the one year that was only available in Europe. I got that one somehow. And I want to say I thought somebody actually gave that to me. I think it might have been one of the ex-employees at Build-A-Bear, one of the girls that worked over there. I think somehow maybe came across one somehow on a trip or something, gave me one. So kind of cool. That was kind of nice of her. But yeah, that was kind of nice. I was working next to the Build-A-Bear store in Colorado Mills. That was always fun. There were some cool people over there. But yeah, so we're building a sleigh. It's 4 wide, not very massive, not going to hold probably enough presents, but hey, you know.
He's going to have to make a couple of trips around the world.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a few, yeah.
Back out to the people.
Yeah. That is how it goes. Look at that. We're going to the second side.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'll have to look at that in a second. I'm trying to find this piece on the ground.
So.
I'm scared it's under there. Under there. It's not good.
So, Dude Jude, was the Brickhead's Lady Liberty, was that, I guess I haven't really been paying attention. I know the one store I was in Milwaukee didn't have it. Is that something that was a special one somehow? Since I'm not a Brickhead's fan, I really don't pay attention too much, but that's kind of a cool one.
What two? I have it actually. Where did I put it? Right here.
Well, how'd you get it? Was it something at the store, or was it online, or how'd you get it?
Lego store.
Yeah,
I had my dad pick up 2 of them, and I just gave him the money.
Yeah.
2 for me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in the end, I mean, I'm not really a Brickhead's fan, so it's kind of those things. There's some of them haven't been, you know. I mean, obviously the Batgirl I have, obviously one because, or I have a bunch of that one just because it has all the purple pieces. So that one I think I'm sitting on.
Yeah, they
15.
had her at what do you call it? Bricks and Minifigs. I saw for $8. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of that one. I think I have, I want to say somewhere in the neighborhoods of close to 20, and I think I've already parted out probably 5 or 6 at least. I think. Magic wand again.
Let's see.
So the kids I think are getting magic wands. I think this year it looks like.
Merry Christmas, kids! You're gonna become Harry Potter.
We just stand. Okay, he stands. So that's fine. So this. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. I do have all these wands. I guess I'll throw all the wands in there. Guess it's gonna be it's that secret wand thing. Even though they all look the same, I guess. Oh well. Well, we're gonna build the reindeer. There's the sleigh. Sleigh's done. I threw the extra wand. So I threw the extra wand from the tree one, and then I threw an extra wand on this set too.
Oops! Just drop that.
Oh, that piece looks like it's.
There's a lot of gifts to deliver. Yeah, you know what I find strange about the city advent calendars?
Mm-hmm.
I get that they're aimed towards kids, but they never have a correct Santa sleigh. Like, it's always got to be this weird thing with a dog. It's never with a reindeer. I'm like, Lego.
Well, the reindeer might. It's possibly the reindeer takes a little bit more to build, but you're right.
Yeah, I mean, like
probably. I mean, this brick belt one would be kind of. I mean, pretty easy to do. I mean, this one's only going to be. What is it, like maybe 15 pieces or something?
Yeah, make that day 23, and then day 24, you got a big thing with Santa. With his sleigh. There you go. Problem solved. I mean, like, I'm tired of the Huskies. I mean, they're a great piece, but I won't have the ability to use them. I'll just get them with the set, which is fine. I mean, like,
what, you don't have a Husky sleigh for Frozo to get around, man? You're missing out. You need to build Frozo. Frozo needs a Husky sleigh.
Yes, but where does he get the Huskies from? The Metroville pet store?
Well, I'm guessing the thing is, though, he's such a humanitarian. I'm guessing since he spends so much time from home, he doesn't realize the wife has picked up some huskies for pets to kind of keep her company since he's working so hard.
Yeah.
And she just keeps adopting them, and she keeps adding more and more. So, before long, he's got enough for a sled team. And then she knows he'll come home when she says, because the huskies are more for her than for him. So they're on her side. So
Now that you say that, I'm gonna have to build a husky thing for Frozone, and then
yeah, see,
Yeah. Frozone's ice ride or something.
there you go. See, I'm always thinking for you, buddy.
On my own.
Always helping you. See this one. This one's got this
And then-
reindeer. Let's see how many pieces does this reindeer have? This reindeer has 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
There we
10,
go.
11.
Fixed up the ship.
This one's got like 20 pieces. So there's
That's
the
not bad.
reindeer. That's not bad.
Oh, I think I did this wing wrong.
Well, and he might not actually need the clip on there in the front unless he's part of a sleigh.
There.
These must
Now
these
you gotta
all extra parts. That's a lot of extra parts.
Where is it? There it is.
That's a lot of extra parts. Okay, well, I'll never turn down white because I have an Arctic scene. So there he is. There's his sleigh. Reindeer. Here he comes. Here comes Santa. He's gonna. Oh, look at it. Oh, you missed him. Maybe he'll come back for another. Maybe he'll come back for another run. He made the first run. Let's see. He's going for his return trip. He's got to get the.
Oh, that's cool. That is really cool.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, see, Mike said he made a Santa poly bag on the sled, and then created 8 reindeers for his father. So yeah, there you go. Well, I like the reindeer. The reindeer from the Santa's workshop. I actually built more reindeer on that one, and there's a couple. You see a couple generally in my in the old keep. I've got some in there. One's actually kind of like gold. It's like a goldish color. He's all gold, so it's kind of cool.
That's cool.
These sets were about $8, I think, and then they went up to 10 when they went to these guys, when they went to like 140 pieces.
Yeah, it's missing the pilot, but it's all done. Zoom.
Oh, is that the new one, or is that an older one?
This is 2001.
2001. I might have that one. I might have.
With mine's missing the pilot, so it doesn't have.
That one I might have that one somewhere. I might have built that one. Yeah.
Nobody's got.
I have a few Star Wars sets I built. I mean, that one.
And this one opens, and it's got the guys in there, and with the old Emperor, the big draw.
I don't have that one. Then is that supposed to be the Imperial? Well, what set is that supposed to be?
It's the supposed to be the Imperial shuttle, so it's based from the Return of the Jedi. It's
Yeah, but I thought there was.
I'm thinking you're thinking of the Imperial dropship with the sand troopers.
Oh no! Imperial Inspection from 2005. Is that the one? Or is it a different one?
Who does that come with?
Well, that comes with Darth Vader, Palpatine, 2 of the Red Guards, 4 troopers, a cart, and then an assembly area. Here, I'll show you. Let me share.
Yeah.
Let me share.
Yeah, sharing is caring. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, no, I think it's this one. That looks exactly like this, but I think that looks like the same exact model as 2001.
Oh yeah, because I have one of those. That was the one I picked up from a kid in Castle Rock. So that one I still have. That one I might have the box for. I thought I had one other one too. See, I got this Sandcrawler 10144.
Yep, that's the same Sandcrawler I have.
You know what? Oh, you know what? I actually, maybe I didn't even have a Sandcrawler, but this is the one I traded. I traded a train to get this from Mark Mancuso. I might have traded a Maersk for this one. I don't remember what train I gave him. I have to go back and look. I still have a couple of the silver stormtroopers too.
Oh, nice. I got the Han Solo, the ice one, that one. Oh, wait, that one. Yeah, I traded for him at Brick World. This kid's like, "Hey, you want a Han Solo?" And I'm like,
Yeah, this guy in the poly bag back in 2009 was actually in the Toys R Us's, and I wish I'd have bought more of him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it said I had 6 of them, so I probably got them. Yeah, that one's like Mike said, yellow, not flesh Palpatine. So the one I had was that's early enough to where they hadn't gotten to the flesh figs yet. So
yeah, they made him gray. They made him gray face for so long. Like, I have the gray face Palpatine keychain somewhere. Let me see if I can try to find him. I swear I put him somewhere. He might be in here. Is he in here? I want to say he's somewhere.
yeah, so
Find him. I'll send him.
so that's the first seasonal poly bags right there. That's all 6 of them right there, all built.
Nice. Oh yeah, this is cool. I found my old bag of Star Wars Lego stuff, and I found this in it. Micro, Imperial
Star Destroyer, yeah. Probably something from the
Advent count, one of the old Advent calendars.
Advents, yeah, probably from an
I always
Advent
use
calendar.
I like using these because I use them as mini Lego sets for kids. If I make like a mock with like a kid have with a table, you can put this on the Lego table, and it looks like he built it. And I just dropped it. There it is. This is $700.
Yeah, whatever. Not
Yeah.
that size.
Oh, I'll put the plaque at the bottom of it. Look at this. You're paying for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15-piece Lego sets. I refuse to buy the Batman remote control Batmobile. I just want that figure, but I'm not paying $100 for the figure. But I'm going to Bricklink and I'm probably trying to get him. Because that's the Arkham suit, Batman.
Oh, Moto says that's a nice micro.
Yep.
Welcome, Moto. Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Yeah, I've got a couple micros. I've got I think this is an A-Wing. I don't know my stuff very well.
I kind of like the new A-Wing. The new A-Wing is actually pretty cool.
I think
like
this is a micro of an A-Wing.
Yeah, but I like actually the new A-Wing's actually not too bad. That's one of the few ones I actually kind of like. But
Is that the $30? Is that the $30 Lego set? The Star Wars?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, because I think that we have that at Farm and Fleet. I think. Ooh.
Well, I mean, actually, and I hit the Farm and Fleet again, and they actually sold out of that. The jewelry box, they must have sold them all out at $32. Must have been a good enough deal.
Yeah, I bought a couple figures, collectible figures, and I bought a crushed up, or not. Well, I bought a first order crushed up battle pack that nobody was gonna buy. It was on clearance. It was like $6. I was like, I'll take that. It's a crushed up box. I don't care. And then I bought it just because the box was crushed up and nobody was gonna buy it. I'm like, I'll help out the store. I was like, whatever. And then there's something else. What was the other thing? What else did I buy that day? What did I buy that day? I bought with the minifigures. I don't know what I bought. Not the advent calendars because they didn't have them. Well, they did, but I didn't want to pay the $30 for them. What did I buy? I want to say it was something that I stole. Oh yeah, the Mr. and Mrs. Claus. That's what I bought. And I just took apart the side parts of them because I don't like those. I just like the brick heads. And then I go to Bricks and Minifigs and I find the Santa Claus. I'm like, oh, I just wanted the Santa, and he had the Santa for like $8 or $9, and I was like, darn, wish I would have known that. I would have just came here and bought the Santa Claus. Because I honestly do not care about Mrs. Claus, really. I do not care about that Mrs. Claus brickhead. Probably because I don't have the Mrs. Claus figure. I don't know. I think that might just be me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be cool if this thing. I was looking at the Star Wars advent calendar, and I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I didn't get that one because there was some stuff I'm like I could not use that because they got a lot of micro stuff. Most 90% of that stuff is micro. I just like the city one more because it's more useful parts I can use and stuff. I think
Yeah.
I got the Harry Potter one for the figures because I have every Harry Potter set except the golden snitch thing.
Yeah. I missed. I didn't do much of the Harry Potter. I mean, what's funny is I joke because actually I was just mentioning it earlier. Remember I said there were carrots and stuff on the pick-a-brick wall the last time I was there. Well, here we go. Here's my carrots. I think somebody.
Oh my gosh!
I don't think I need any more.
Great value carrots. Yum yum yum.
Well, then I've got, of course, I got the tops too. You gotta have the tops one.
Sure.
Well, I mean,
With the bunny guy.
technically, if we had more farming sets again, you'd probably see more of it. I mean,
send this stream to Lego because we just made up their next city theme. Farming.
Farming's been out. It was out in 2009, and then it hasn't been out since. So
yeah. Well,
it needs
technically,
no, don't even go there. No, I mean that's not a what? What'd you say?
The harvester thing.
Yeah, that's not enough. That's one. That's one set, but I mean you don't really have. All you have is the harvester. You don't have any crops. You don't have anything else.
They got a scarecrow. I think that was it.
To me, I mean, it was one of those things where it looked like maybe they were on the cusp of maybe doing something.
Yeah, that was kind of their test. Hey, would kids buy farm stuff?
Yeah, so
you got to think we're not the like Lego's not going to make stuff for people like us. I don't think.
Well, no, but I mean, technically, I mean, I kind of joke is all my minifigs are starting to get like me. They're getting obese because they're eating pizza and ice cream and and stuff like that. So I mean, in the end, I mean, it's nice and nutritious. Now everybody jokes and says, "Well, the friends have it." I'm like, "Well, that's so the friends have it. They're mini dolls. They're not minifigs.
Yeah,
they're always thin. So I really can't go there. But I mean, generally those two worlds generally don't get along very well.
The minifigs and the mini dolls.
Yeah, so they're at each other's throats all the time. You didn't know that?
Oh, I didn't.
Warfare.
I didn't know that. Are they playing Call of Duty? I'm gonna put these up because I keep dropping them.
You're going to have eagle eyes with all those carrots.
Flew away. Let me put them up here. I think this would look cool. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I put them up on top of my Harley Quinn canvas that I have. Let's see here. What was I gonna grab? Oh yeah, Frozen. I have an army. I have an army of Frozones. Quote Loki.
Yeah, I still need to. I mean, if I end up selling a couple of these sets here, I might end up going back and getting the full Disney.
You got Frozen?
Well, I think I've got some of them, and I think I have most of the latest series. I think I have most of them. I don't know if I have all of them, but I think I have most of them. So
I don't have all of series 19. I want to say that is the newest. Yeah. I'm missing a couple of those. I'm missing the grandma. I'm missing the who else am I missing from that series? I'm missing the grandma lady, and I'm missing the monkey dude. And then I'm missing.
Oh yeah, I think I'm missing the monkey dude too. I'm missing him, and
I used to get them all in one scoop, but it didn't happen. I heard that they're gonna make Harry Potter Series 2 next year.
I don't know.
I think that would be cool. But who would they put in it? Because they've done like everybody, I think. Or if I'm missing somebody, I'm terribly sorry, people.
I don't know. I mean, to me, they'll probably pick ones they know they can sell. I mean, that's kind of how they'll do it. They pick the ones that they know they can.
You should put Gilderoy Lockhart, like he can be with the little pixies from the second movie, or a book of him that he wrote himself, and he was signing at the place or whatever. They should do. Who else should they do? They should do Harry and the Invisibility Cloak. Oh no, wait, they did that already. What am I saying? They should do. No, I was gonna say Dumbledore in a different hat, but they already did him. Sirius Black, but he's like turning into the when he's halfway turning into the dog, I think. Yeah, he turns into a dog. Yeah, that's right. And like, so then there's
Yeah.
because I want like a couple more of that Sirius Black hair for some reason for customs.
Yeah.
I think honestly, what they could have done instead of Edna Mode for the Disney series too, not that this Edna Mode is a bad figure, because I actually like the Edna Mode. They could have done easily Mr. Incredible in the Glory Days suit. In the Glory Days suit. His blue suit, that would have made sense with Frozone. Because in the movies, you don't see Frozone interacting with Edna like at all. Not in a telephone call, not in a nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just got a cool idea. Whatever day you get the axe, I'm gonna make a cool Lord of the Rings thing day for that because I connect my advent calendar city stuff because city doesn't really connect with anything. I name the characters whatever I want. That's kind of the freedom of city with what I do because I've been doing it since like 2016 or 17. I don't remember, but like it's just about this kid named Draco from Harry Potter. But then he goes on like he does all this crazy stuff during the month of December, and every month it's a continuation. So I'm like, hey, if you haven't seen last year's video, then you should probably go watch that because then this year it'll be like, oh, from last year this happened, and then I'll connect it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. It's kind of interesting. Did you see what YouTube is doing now with videos? You gotta mark them if they're for kids or not for kids.
No, I didn't even look at that. Is that what that new home thing or whatever is for home videos or whatever? I really wasn't paying attention.
I don't know what the home video thing is.
Or the home channel or whatever. It just said something. I don't know. I mean, I basically just kind of, I jumped in there and did my thing and, whatever. I mean, the thing is though, I mean, it's one of those things where it could start for kids and then it's one of those things where just like these live streams, it could start being for kids and then go south pretty quick. You just never know. So,
Yeah.
So,
mark is for the live streams that you do.
huh?
They're not targeted for kids.
Who?
These live streams.
Oh, yeah, they are. I mean, the goal is,
They're tackling a, I guess, kids subject. I guess, Lego.
Well, it's Lego. I mean, so it'd be geared towards anybody who's building Lego. I mean, I guess it's geared more or less towards the fans than it is, or the TIFLs than it is, TIFLs and AFLs. But I mean, it'd be nice to grab more and more of the TIFLs and stuff. So
Yeah.
but it's just it's geared towards whoever likes to build with Lego and who wants to talk about it. I mean, it's not like we're going to be like hauling and balling and we're doing news and everything else. I mean, we're talking about kind of the streams that we're talking about the events that happen in our areas. We talk about kind of what we're working on. We kind of build some sets and showcase some of that stuff. And so it's one of those things where it's not state of the art. I mean, if I get internet out at my storage unit, then I can stream straight from there and stream, additions to the castle and such like that. So we'll see. I mean, that might happen. That might happen at some point. We'll see. Maybe after the holidays and see. We'll see how my holidays go and how many Lego sets I can liquidate. I sent the guy a reply, but I don't think I think most of these guys that are looking to buy my whole collect, like the whole thing, the whole listing on Craigslist, are looking for like the prices to get dropped or cut in half. And I mean, I don't need to sell anything in a hurry. I mean, the goal for me is I really like to sell this to, I want to reword all my listings, but it's one of those things where I'm hoping to gear it towards people who are actually looking to get stuff for like the holidays or something, you know?
Yeah, like I'm running my eBay store still, which is going nowhere. So this guy the other day, because I was just working in the Lego aisle, because that's where they put me. They put me in the Lego aisle to like I was doing something like facing it or whatever. And then this guy comes up to me. I was like, "Hey, do you need help finding anything or whatever?" Just trying to be general. Hey, like, need help finding stuff. Or whatever. And then he's like, "Yeah, do you guys have Ben 10 stuff?" And I'm like, "I've got a bunch of that in my basement that I'm looking to get rid of." I'm like, and in my mind, when he said Ben 10, I go, "Oh, potential buyer."
Yeah, but Ben 10's been gone for a long time.
But he has a new show now, so that's kind of bringing kids back, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, whether you can find the sets is another question. I don't think they were that popular when they were out to begin with.
No,
At least,
he was really looking for the Lego sets. He was looking for like the action figures and stuff.
Oh,
and I was like, yeah, we don't carry that here. I would check Walmart or eBay or Facebook Marketplace. I said Facebook Marketplace because that's where I'll throw my stuff. It'll come back to me, and then be like, oh.
yeah.
I should have given him my number because then he could have just called me. Because I got a bunch of stuff that I would sell him. If he was looking for Skylanders, I would have been like, come to this address. I'll sell them to you. Take them all. $100 for something. I don't know. I'll probably try to put them on a big lot for like $100, maybe $200. I don't know what they're worth anymore. Because I've tried to do small lots. Skylanders, the little figures that you put on portals, and they.
I mean, just like I think you've heard through a couple of the streams, it's just you do your best. You try to sell it and see what you can do.
Yeah. Like I was almost before Bricks and Minifigs gave him all my Ninjago figures. I was almost thinking about just throwing them up on eBay for like $3 a piece. Because those little figures without the weapons, because I took all the weapons and stuff because I could use those and stuff. I'm like, I'll take the weapons, but take the figures. I don't care for the figures because they're Ninjago. I don't have any use for them. Like I put all the heads. Like I'm really like down to the wire of getting rid of the heads from Ninjago. Because I'm like, I don't need them. And it got this big back piece from the ZX figures. I actually do have a spinner somewhere. Did I put it? No, yeah, I must have put it in a bin. But
Brick Bunny, welcome to the stream.
I had a spinner that I was like, I don't need this. So I was going to put it in my bin, but I don't have it in there. Ooh.
You mean the old Ninjago spinners?
Yeah, like I have Lloyd's gold spinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found this the other day.
That's from the Pharaoh's Quest?
Pharaoh's Quest, yeah.
It's in the
Mummy's Tomb set.
Well, it's actually also in another one too. Let's see here. I think I have. Actually, it'll be interesting to see how many it says I have, because I know I've been donating a bunch over time. It's in the Golden Staff Guardians set.
Oh, yeah.
No, hold on. I take that back. No, it's in the Skeleton Mummy Battle Pack. So it comes with a bunch of skeleton mummies and stuff. So I had a bunch of those. They went on sale. I think it was a $15 battle pack. Came with that chest, a couple scorpions, a snake, a bunch of gems, and a scarab type thing.
Yeah.
And then 3 guys. And I mean, I opened a bunch of those back in the day when that was the first army for the original Hope Castle. But I mean, I donated a bunch of them over the years at Brickworld. I think it says my Bricklink inventory says I got 4. I think that's about right. I think I only have like 4 left. So, I mean, the plane was cool. The plane from that set, the Flying Mummy Attack,
Yeah, my
I took
friend
it-
got me the plane for my birthday one year. That thing was cool. I should rebuild that.
I actually have the plane. I took the plane, I took the instructions and rebuilt and made two of them in black and white. So I have two mime biplanes, and they're actually longer because they'll actually seat, I think, up to three mimes, I think, three or four. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so I mean that's a good plane. I think it was in
I don't know how to sort this piece. I might just do gold and blue, but then that's breaking up this.
well, that or you put it with your minifig, kind of a minifig accessories, because a minifig would actually fit in there too. So it's kind of
I'll just put it in my
or
my
treasures.
accessories right now.
That are treasures. It's kind of a treasure, so probably go with your. That's what I'd say. Anything minifig related or
Yeah, I put it
treasures.
in the big compartment of my minifigure stuff. There we go. So I got my web pieces. I got my web pieces, and then I got my long stick pieces that don't fit in the smaller compartments in there. So it's kind of with that stuff. Got my shield pieces. Got my guns. Gold pieces. Books. This was basically my brick world area. So I got my book, my Harry Potter. My sister was actually looking through these because we were just hanging out in my room. We were looking at all my pieces and stuff, and she was looking at all the books. And this is my favorite Harry Potter book. So he told me I should get the whole set. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be mad if I don't have the whole set, and I get home and I'm like, darn, I should have bought the whole set. So I just bought the whole set. I was like, I'm gonna thank myself later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what I did, so what I did, my grandpa asked me what I wanted for Christmas or whatever. So I sent him, or I sent my dad. My dad's gonna send him. I don't know if he's done it or not yet, but the Prince of Persia Quest Against Time set, and then the what do you call that?
Yeah, I think that wasn't that the one that had the light brick.
Yeah, the one that looked like it was underground. One with
What team was that from? That was from Indiana. Was it?
Quest Against Time, and then I sent him the Ostrich Race because I know that one goes for a lot.
That one, I think the Quest Against Time. I have one of those because that one I think we built. That one might have. Was it say some bags are open? Hasn't been built yet. I think it was a damaged item, so it might have been a damaged set that I acquired.
Yeah. I wish I still had my first Lego set built. My first Lego Doc Ock's Fusion Lab from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I bought the Doc Ock figure again from Brickworld because I remember it was like when I was like 12 or 13 or something. I found the torso from that figure, and I think the side of it cracked. So I was like, oh God, I have the head. The head's actually up on my Spider-Man canvas. But I found the head to him, and I'm like, oh God, I'm scared that I like the torso's cracked somewhere. So I was worried that the torso cracked. So I went and bought another figure, and I still haven't found the torso, but I'm like, I'm glad I have the figure because that figure was like, he's the rarest Doc Ock of all the Doc Ock figures.
Yeah.
That's one of the sealed Doc Spider-Man 2 sets, that thing's awesome. It's the train one. I have one of those sealed, and I don't think I'm ever gonna sell that one because I like that one too much. That was when I first got into Lego. That was one that my grandma actually got. I sent her a link on eBay because it was open. I was like, I wanted it open. It was really cheap. I was like, just get this. Nope.
Yeah.
It's sealed. When I opened the thing, it said collectible on it, and I was like, that's strange. Maybe the eBay seller sent it as a collectible. Okay, fine. I thought he sent it with the box. I was like, I look at the tape and I'm like, is this sealed? And then she goes, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is going in the backlog. I didn't say that, but I was like, yep. I know where this is going.
And what was the name of the set?
I'll go grab it. It's actually, let's see if it's easily grabbable in my back pocket. Let's see. Yeah, it's right here. It is, let's see here, without breaking any other stuff in here. There it is. Oh my gosh, this box is in great condition. Yeah, it only had a little sticker on it. Spider-Man's Train Rescue.
Oh, that's really old. Yeah.
Yeah, it had a little sticker, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. As long as, and then I went and I was like, you know what? I want another one. So then I went to Bricks and Minifigs. I actually called them before, and I was like, hey, you got this set number? And then they said no, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go there and check, and I found it. I
Yeah.
find the thing, and I was like, I want that, and they're like, okay, and they're like, here you go. But I like the.
And that's from the earlier sets. Yeah,
Yeah,
they did
2004.
some good ones.
This thing
Oh,
is.
the one I was thinking of, I have the Spider-Man's Doc Ock ambush from 2012. I think is the one I think I have.
Is that the one with the little truck, the little green truck?
No, this one's from 2012. It just has Doc Ock
Oh, that
forearms.
black hair Doc Ock.
Huh?
The black hair Doc Ock with like the weird tentacles.
Yeah,
And
that one.
That one.
Yeah, that was one I think that was just I think it was on sale or something at the point. When
I remember that. I got that like I ordered it like the day it came out, and I was like, when it got to my house, I was like, yay, because that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I mean, some of the older sets were pretty sweet. Just probably it's just like anything else. You have to pick a theme you like and try to go balls out for it, I guess. And
Yeah, I still have the Elastigirl sealed. The Elastigirl's Rooftop Pursuit sealed.
yeah,
That thing's cool. Got a couple Marvel sets still sealed. Got the Toy Story RC thing sealed because I figured that's the cheapest set of all of those, the new ones. And I figure, hey, it's gonna be worth something, so that's why I bought two, just to invest.
mean,
in it later.
just like anything else. I mean, when did they come out? How recent did they come out?
I think May or
Yeah, I mean, so long as you don't mind sitting on them for 5 or 10 years, you're fine. I mean, that's the thing is with everything right now, because everybody wants to do it and everybody wants the quick turnaround. So unless you're buying something that is the hot item or could be the hot item during the holiday season, most things you have to sit on forever. And even then, I mean, like with the stuff I'm trying to sell, most of the stuff I'm actually trying to sell really doesn't have that much of a markup. The only stuff that's really got the big markups are like the power miners, and that's not even that big. And then the other one is the Indiana Jones, but they haven't done that forever. I mean, and they could bring it back, but
yeah, with the next movie.
well, they could. I mean, it's one of those things where I think the only other thing that's quite kind of valuable is the Ferrari Racers FXX. And I probably picked it up because it was a cool car, and that's probably why I was thinking I wanted it. But just like anything else, it's interesting. So we'll see what everybody kind of wants to do, and if people are willing to buy stuff. And
Yep.
but it's not like it used to be. If you'd have been in Lego like 10 years ago, when it was really when there weren't as many stores, like 20, 30, maybe nationwide. I mean, then that was a different selling market because at that point you were rare. I mean, nowadays there's so many people do it, and then they keep doing all the articles saying, Lego is more valuable than gold. That doesn't help. I mean, that kind of actually,
Hurts a little bit.
hurts everybody, because you're right. The people that are already doing it now even have more competition. So it's kind of those things where it's, there's so many people out there doing it, and the guys that are doing it real well, I mean, have massive inventories and are finding really good deals, or somehow are finding what they need, wherever they're going. And so to me, it's one of those things, it's tough. I mean, I've tried doing it, and it's not the easiest thing. And then you got lots of room for you doing parts, and
Yeah.
I did it. I mean, it helped pay for the hobby, I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, so, but I mean, it's tough. I mean, and then there's places like, eBay, PayPal, where it's more of a seller, like a buyer's market than a seller's market. So if you get, hosed on stuff, because you hear it all the time where people are, selling stuff, and eBay is definitely a buyer's market. It's not a seller's market. So, I mean, Kevin's got a horror story already. I mean, I've got a partial one where, you only ship to the US, but yet somebody does mail forwarding and gets it in Europe or Asia and then says, well, this isn't what it looks like. The minute they start complaining, you could lose the whole transaction. And it sounds like it's one of those things where, like the horror stories I've heard, is sometimes the PayPal freezes the money and the person never finishes the return and the money just ends up disappearing. It's gone, type kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's and that's why I try to avoid eBay right now. I'd rather do Craigslist or April's of Facebook. The one thing about or the Facebook marketplace is, once you delete an ad there or an advertisement in Facebook, it deletes all your contact information. So I had somebody that was interested in a lot of my stuff a couple months ago, and then I deleted the post because, like, okay, I'm done. I don't really want to deal. I've got other stuff going on. I can't really deal with this right now. When I deleted the post, it deleted all the conversations, and and that kind of stinks, because then you don't have that contact to go to again and say, hey, by the way, I'm selling more stuff. Are you still interested in buying a bunch of it? So.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's crazy. I mean, I've had it all. So
Yeah.
eBay reaches farther, but I mean, there's also more fees and some of that stuff too. eBay is going to take that top 10% right off the top. So, I mean, you have to kind of build that into it, So if you're selling something for 1,000, you almost need to really, and you want 1,000, you have to do it for 1,100 or more just so you can get, your money, and then minus the fees and all that. So it's a tough market. I mean, that's why Craigslist and the places like that exist. Or if you're willing to just do a face-to-face exchange or meet up somewhere, I mean, that's kind of the good thing. I mean, the only other thing that's kind of neat is kind of some of the antique places. I'm seeing a few of those that are starting to sell a little bit of Lego here and there. I know one of them out in Mineral Point has a couple things out there, but I did that outdoor flea market. I'll have to wait until spring to do it again. But the fall one wasn't that great. The weather didn't cooperate, so that one wasn't great. But I mean, the price to do it was pretty cheap. Hey, Hoosier, welcome. Hoosiers in the chat.
What's going on?
So it's one of those things where, I mean, it's I mean, back in the day too, I acquired some collections. I keep finding the pictures and the information from all the stuff I stumbled across early on, and most of the stuff I found early was, like, I want to say between 2008 to 2000, maybe 10. I mean, 10 or 11, and that's where I found some of the really good deals. But even then, I mean, they're still out there, but the problem is now, instead of having, maybe half a dozen or a dozen people looking, now you've got, tons, and you've got not just AFOLs, but you've got parents looking, and, and some people will know deals better than others. I had a few people that had giant tubs, and wow, I mean, most of it was Mega Blocks. I mean, once they dumped it out, it was kind of crazy. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hunting sounds like fun, Hoosier. Hey, Titanium J, welcome. Hunting is cool. I haven't done any in a long time. The thing I hunt for is Lego deals and Lego buyers. Hopefully I won't have to take out any Lego buyers, but that might get me in a little bit of trouble, but so. But yeah, this stream's a little bit longer than last week's. Last week's went for about 15 minutes. I think we're almost hitting on close to 2 hours this week. So a little bit better duration than last week. Anybody knows, I did kind of go live late last week from my motel room at Train Fest. So it was pretty cool. So definitely a good show if you're in the Midwest and you want to go to a really good train show. Train Fest in Milwaukee is definitely a pretty cool one. So I mean, there's a couple big groups and that have some neat stuff. I mean, ours was pretty sweet, and Hope Castle was there, and the group was running the trains around the castle, which was pretty snazzy. Kind of like that. That's kind of definitely a neat thing to do. Need to kind of point that out to the. Yeah, I need to point that out, Tommy Gunn. Yeah, I need to point that out to the guys here in Madison and see if they'll ever want to have a show there, because that'd be kind of cool too. So. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to go back through all my collectible minifigs. I got that whole box behind me here too. I got to go through that one of these days. I got just way too much stuff. And that's kind of the other thing too, is when you're selling stuff too, and you get these guys that are saying, well, I'll take everything. One thing I always want to let people know is, I mean, what I'm always worried about is that I'll sell these sets to this person, and then I'll go back into my storage and find, another 100 or 200 sets I want to sell, and then they're upset because, oh wait, you had more stuff, but it might not be ready to go. And that's kind of my problem. That's why I tell people, are you looking for something special? If you're looking for something special and and you have a part number, those are the ones that I want to sell to, because they're looking for something special, rather than the ones that are just buying it to buy it, to sit on it, and then when you sell more, they're like, oh, I would have rather had those. And you're like, well, that's probably, I'm just not ready to just keep listing stuff at every other day or every day. So seems a little quiet out there tonight. Obviously,
That's the Santa's sleigh. One of the old ones. Advent calendar, of course. Dropped it. But here it is. Put Santa in the middle, and you got a bag, and then you got the dog. It's great. Whoops. I keep dropping things today. I don't know why. And there's a gun. It's a zombie. It's not correct how you build that one. It's not right either.
oh my Lord. Jeez. No, Memorial's not, they're not going on to the state finals. Muskego's killing them. 42-7. Wow. That is crazy. That's like a freaking Wisconsin game.
I got a bunch of figures that I'm cleaning out, so I'm trying to go through them all, or most of them. I am not going to get this done tonight. I know that for a fact. What I want to get done won't be achieved. Get this off the desk. There. Put these Star Wars guys there. Jago pieces.
That's freaking crazy. Well, let's hope the Wisconsin game tomorrow is kind of like that, where they beat up Nebraska, but that kind of sucks. It's not. That's kind of a brutal way to end the season. Crazy. Fun. So, Moto, you working on anything tonight? Building anything?
There's a shotgun or a rifle.
We'll see you, Hoosier. Have a good night.
Oh wait, I just found that torso. Yeah, I was holding it. That's where it is. There we go. Found the old part of the old boxer minifig.
Yeah, that's good.
You see, I know I have the head in here somewhere. I can find it. I will put him together.
Shouldn't have looked at that ad for Rocky Rococo Pizza. It makes me hungry for pizza right now. Yeah, I definitely need to get some stuff organized. Well, actually, I was looking to go through some bins of parts and opened up a bin that had the old train station. I want to say 7997 or 7667. Found that. That was kind of funny. Kind of wild. I actually opened it up for all the clear panels. So I got two. I think I found one sealed and then two are open, and I took the clear panels out. Let's see if I can find it set. Dun, dun, dun. Not that train station. That's the new one's 14. Let's see.
All right, there we go. This is as much of the boxer as I got complete.
He's missed. Well, I mean, I guess that's the price you got to pay when you're a boxer. It looks like he lost his arm. It's terrible.
Lost his hand, yeah. Let's see
Oh,
if I
7997. Wow, I did get the part number right. That's pretty crazy.
see if it's
I got two of those. How much are those even going for these days? I'll laugh. They're going for a lot. Oh, that's a used one. A used one is almost $60.
is just a piece.
No, this is for the train station I found. Wow, $150. Dang.
This is gonna clear out my mini
That's crazy.
stuff.
That's a neat fire station, or neat. Well, actually, it's probably one. It's got 367 parts. It's probably one of the cooler train stations, just because it's got lots of parts to it. It's a pretty good size one.
That's
crazy. They'd buy a bunch of they've had a bunch of different train stations over time. I'm trying to think.
is that
I liked when they did the old level crossings where they had like the train signals and stuff, the signal bars and all that. That's always been pretty cool sets. Let's see that train station. I had a couple. They had the overpass one. That one I think I got one or two of.
done? Got missing his hand, but I found the boxer.
There you go. That's a boxer.
Oh, okay. I looked in my extra hand bin and I don't have his hand. Shocker.
He's somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably.
You'll find him.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Let's see. What else is in here? Bunch of random parts. As always. I'll end up having to sort through. Let's put all the hands in the hand bin. It's a great idea. And arms, I guess, now.
Now, looking at trains kind of gets me back to hoping that Lego still kind of comes back and does some kind of individual train stuff at some point. That was the level crossing I should have got from 2003. Had the bridge and the signal. That's a pretty cool one. Pretty cool one. Original holiday train. That train station, I think I have that one too. Yeah, I think I should. falling asleep tonight, guys. Sorry. Oh, might have to call it here pretty soon.
I found Chewbacca with a missing hand.
Oh, what are you doing? Are those from your collection, or is that something that you purchased from somewhere else?
No, these are from my collection set, surprisingly. I haven't bought so I need to buy people's lots online. My one of my friends just buys lots and then sells what he doesn't want.
Well, that's that's always a good thing too, is if you're gonna part something out or whatever, you could do that. Or even the extra parts, that you get, throw those, but some of the extra parts are like one buys and stuff. Those are probably good to hold on to. You just never know when you'll need those. But
yeah,
that's kind of the thing is, with all the deals that are out there to be had, you're right. If you
I think figure wise too, that would work because you don't want this. So say you buy like 3 Star Lords and then he throws in Anakin Skywalker. You want Anakin Skywalker? No. You throw him in the bin for $3. There you go. You make $3 back.
Well, even another perfect example would be is the old starter sets for Dimension.
Oh yeah, those, yeah.
I'm sitting on a bunch of those. Actually, I was looking at tonight. I was hoping that one of the guys in Colorado was messing with the board that goes to computer to see if he could even operate it another way to actually add lighting. That would be pretty cool. I have a bunch of those, bunch of the games. I have tons of stuff. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of babble. I think I'm gonna end the live stream for this week, guys. Hopefully, it'll be a little more exciting next week. So we'll probably call it quits. We'll hope to see everybody next week. I'm not sure what we'll be building next week. Hopefully, I'll have a lot of the stuff that's around here out in my storage, so I'll have a much more cleaner building area. Wish you knew lighting. Well, I don't really even know lighting very much. I guess it depends on how in depth you're looking to go. I just did the rolls of LEDs that you can get on Amazon. Obviously they're a little thick and a little wide, but they're good if you're hiding them in stuff. That's why mine are hidden in the walls for the castle. But otherwise, lighting. The people to talk to if you're in Denver is talk to Ralph, or probably Jim Miller. Those are the two that I'd talk to about lighting for sure, because Jim's got them all over his carnival and Ralph's got them through his vehicles and his buildings. Those are probably two of the biggest for lighting. Everybody's getting into it, but those are the two that I think have the largest selection of that. I actually built some shelves. I actually bought the plywood I used for my table. I took the extra plywood, and it was the right length. I actually made 14-inch deep shelves. I just bought what do you call it? Just the shelf L brackets, the shelf brackets, and actually put them up. And they got some of the poly bags and some of the stuff up off of other stuff. But yeah, it should be good. If I can sell some of the sets too, it'll open up a lot of that. Yeah, Jim was the one that pushed me into the roll of LEDs, because I use the life lights and had a fair amount of those, of the RGBs. Ralph uses I don't know which ones he's using, but he's another person. Both those guys would be good people to talk to, and they'll head you in the right direction, because there's so much. Well, and when I created Denlug, I handpicked the people that I brought into the group based on the way everybody got along. How they talked. How the communication was. I mean, but I mean, it's come a long way since I founded it. I mean, it's I mean, the recruiting is gone. It's a kind of wild because actually I kind of have to laugh a little bit. I leave Denver and I take my monster castle with me, and then a lot of people start popping out of the woodwork. That or even such as yourself, who I'd seen a few times, but suddenly became even more active, more awesome. Your creations are freaking out of this world. But then even the person who had that Marvel Avengers tower, I mean, that's just amazing too. And I mean, I don't even know where that person came from. So it's one of those things where, I mean, if you start the right lug and you make the right connections and you do the right shows, you pull people in that are gonna help the group. And I mean, it's good. I mean, the goal is to have a good group. Well, the nice thing is too is you're getting people too from other groups. The connections we made with ArcLug early on, helped get this, Far and Ashley from Arkansas. So they came here. Hembry went there. Obviously, Jason, I haven't talked to him in a while. Gearhart, he's out east somewhere. And then, I can't think of the two of the other people early on that were from the Springs that knew Ralph. They're out east somewhere too. So the goal is to be pulling people that want to be active and want to help, and so long as nothing happens to the community team and we still get support and stuff, I like the way they do the support in Wisconsin. I just kind of wish the pieces were what we got instead of the sets, because the pieces are pretty a lot more awesome than sets. Well, I mean, your ship moto is freaking awesome, and yes, you build different, but I mean, it's still awesome. I mean, somebody in our group has an Avenger tower too, but it's not her tower. I mean, it's probably years in the making, and that's possibly, it could have been somebody that I ran into half a dozen times in the Lego stores that, I mean, maybe even I tried recruiting at a time or another, but wasn't ready to display. And so, I mean, there's so many people. I mean, and as a flirt, I mean, as a giant flirt, I know I freaking talked to a lot of people, both male and female, a lot of female people, hoping that, we could get, versatile. Tanya's awesome. It's good to have both men and women in the group that are awesome builders, because it helps, because you're going to augment each other. I mean, it's cool stuff. The train show was neat. I'd like to see, I mean, actually what's wild is I ran into one of the guys in our group that actually helped someone create I think it's a tipple or whatever. I think they call it a tipple. It's circular, and it locks onto the coal cars or the whatever and tips the cars. It rotates the whole mechanism. That was pretty cool. Actually, I think he texted me the video. That's pretty awesome. So, well, I mean, Moto, you're on another level. I mean, you're up there. I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, to me, I mean, I have that giant castle, but if you think about the build techniques, the techniques aren't that much. I think I lost a lot by leaving Lego and going into the dark ages and going into computers and then coming back. I mean, I don't think my techniques are as good. And that's why people laugh, because I don't build as much like you see here. I collect and I give, but I don't build enough. And that's kind of why I really want to get organized, so I can build a little bit more, because I've got a great sense of imagination. It's just a matter of taking what you have in the brain and transporting into Lego. And if you can do that, that's what is great, because you hear parents say, "Oh, my son built this set in such and such time frame," and well, it's a set and there's instructions. It's when you can take and just build stuff that's just out of this world, like the Avengers tower, that the sets are small and then people are building them like massive, taller than themselves, and that's the stuff that's really cool. And I wish I could see that in person. So hopefully one of these days I'll get a chance. Hopefully it'll be something that won't get dismantled super soon. I mean, honestly, it maybe will now that Iron Man's no longer around, unless Pepper takes over the reins, in the future, and Avengers Tower stays around. But
Oh, did you see Homecoming?
no, I didn't.
Spider-Man Homecoming?
No, is that the one that came out after the End Game or what?
No, that came before. Do you care if I say something?
What is it? What are you gonna say?
I don't know if you want me to say it, so I'm just gonna be cautious. It kind of is something about Avengers Tower. It's adding on to Avengers Tower.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay, I was gonna say because it's kind of spoils it a little bit. I just don't want anybody to get mad in the comments saying, "Oh, you spoiled it."
Yeah,
So-
don't spoil it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. That's why I wanted to be cautious before I said anything.
I'm wiped from sorting for a Colorado flag build. Well, yeah, I mean, you guys are also working on the new logos, which I think are pretty cool too. So, I mean, that's moving forward too. So, it's kind of cool. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. I mean, each group has its own things that they do. It's nice. It almost. I mean, that's why I kind of recommend going to the conventions and getting in some of the round tables and such, because that's where you learn about how other groups do the things they do. Because I mean, Wisslug stuff, all their stuff that we do is basically through our program on our app.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's kind of the neat thing, is a lot of our points tracking and all that stuff is on the Wisslug stuff, and it's awesome stuff. I mean, it's a neat way to track your points, how much you got. It's awesome. So it's neat to see how each group handles how they do stuff. So,
Oops.
Wow, a Grand Hotel. I never bought one of those. Somebody's looking for one of those. That was pretty good. Gotta be passionate in this hobby. Well, I suppose it's good talking to you, Moto. Maybe we'll see you in one of the streams. Hopefully we'll ramp it up, get some more people in here as we hit the winter season. But I'm gonna break it for this week, guys. Thanks everybody showing up. Thanks for willing to listen to me. Maybe I'll go post that seasonal video real quick. I gotta get some music in the background and all that. So we'll see everybody next week. Thanks everybody. Thanks for stopping in for episode 80, and keep building, keep sorting, keep talking about Lego, and keep growing the lugs. Always need more builders. Everybody have a great night.